obviously not the case when you're 5-1. A very solid team. Three guys averaging close to 15 points per game, and Keys, Bonds, and Somerville. Certainly a very talented North Hagerstown team. So, they'll be tough. Martinsburg's 2-0, but really haven't played too much. So, hard to get a read on them, but we know it's a brand new looking Martinsburg team, and supposedly they're back to Martinsburg basketball. And you ask, well, what is Martinsburg basketball? It's pressing. It's, getting up in your face and running the floor and getting out and playing your game. And really it's been 2 years now where this team hasn't quite looked the same as what people are used to seeing around this area. So we're hoping to see Martinsburg looking more like that team with Keyshawn Cheek and, of course, Chase Shipley being the big name is back. But it's going to come down to the wing play, I think, if this team's going to take another step. And also just toughness. At times it feels like they haven't been tough enough the last few years. But Coach Rogers has certainly spoke highly of this group, and maybe they've really started to come into their own. And I think that could be a possibility. In North Hagerstown, just looking at the numbers, looking at the experience, this will show us, I think, a lot tonight, Colin, if this team is ready to compete with some of the best in the EPAC, because not only is this North Hagerstown team has three guys averaging almost 15 a game, they're all juniors and seniors. So they've been at this varsity level now. They've been playing together for a while, and Martinsburg's a little bit younger than that, so we'll see how they match up. I think it should be an interesting game, and throughout this tournament we should see some great play.
Yeah, you mentioned the three guys that average almost 15 points or more. They will be, however, without one of those three guys, that being Nas Keys, the 6-foot senior, not in the lineup tonight for North Hagerstown. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then get into our coach's interview with Dave Rogers here on the Parsons Ford pregame show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10. Back in 2 minutes.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a roached propane truck and a man in cold weather gear? He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled up the tank, then turned with a jerk. I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all!" Call Roach Energy at 304-263-3329.
Welcome back here to Martinsburg High School for game number 2 of day 1 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. We'll now hear from the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Now joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Coach Rogers, your team off to a 2-0 start. Day 1 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic here against North Hagerstown. What are you hoping to see from your team?
Well, I certainly want to see us compete. I certainly want to see us to give 100% all the time, and we go 9-10 deep, so we're going to keep the pressure on the whole game. And we want kids to make good decisions, have fun, and play basketball.
It's been a few days since your guys' last game because of the holidays. Sometimes that could cause for a slow start, but how do you make sure that doesn't happen for your team?
Well, I think it's our practice methods, how we practice, how we've got after it in practice. And, when you've got when you can go 9 or 10 deep, that makes your practices very competitive. And we try to make practices harder than a ball game.
On the other side, North Hagerstown off to a great start for them, 5-1 on the year. What have you seen from them in the film so far?
Well, they're very athletic. We saw them play Frederick, and Frederick's very good. But I tell you what, North can shoot it. They can push the floor. They can get up and down the floor. They've got size. They're good athletes. It reminds me of the old Tri-State League coming back. But we used to have some battles with North Hagerstown. So we've got to go play. We've got to be ready to do what we're supposed to do. Stay fundamentally sound, stay focused, take good shots, do what you're supposed to do.
Already got to see one game, a big win for Lindsley. They set the pace here for the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. You get to see them tomorrow, but how do you make sure you can set the tone for that matchup as well in this game against North Hagerstown?
Well, again, we got to worry about what happens tonight. Tomorrow night's a different ball game, it's a different animal. So we've got to take care of business tonight, one game at a time, and then get ready to play another one tomorrow night. But I tell you what, this is a good atmosphere. I know people have tournaments, and they bring teams in and end up winning by 30, 40 points. And, Lindsley did that tonight, but you got to understand the caliber of Lindsley. I mean, the combined record of these 4 teams in this gymnasium tonight was 15-1 coming into this tournament. So, we want to, if we're going to bring teams in and we're going to have to pay that money to put them up and all the good things that go with it, we really, people want to see good basketball. And I think that you're going to see that here tonight and tomorrow night.
All right, Coach Rogers, anything else?
Nope, just have a great night.
All right, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
That was Coach Dave Rogers of the Martinsburg Bulldogs as your coach's interview, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. Let's now get into our keys to the game, as the key to your next car is at the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. Nick, what are your keys to the game?
Well, I think for North Hagerstown, yes, they have size, but it looks like Martinsburg has the size advantage. So, again, we're going back to what we talked about in that first game. You got to rebound. You got to try to win that battle against this Martinsburg team. Both teams, it looks like they're going to want to get out and run, have good guard play and get up and down the floor. So you got to take good shots, I think, for both of these teams. Don't let the tempo dictate your shot selection. And then for Martinsburg, this is really the first time a lot of people are seeing you. You're playing at home. We're here on TV 10, so there's some pressure on this team. So I think just, come out and play the way you've been playing throughout the beginning of the year and continue to gel as a unit, because they haven't played a whole lot of games. It's only their 3rd game of the season. Yes, they're 2-0, but this is probably one of the tougher teams they played to this point here in North Hagerstown. So see if they can meet some expectations. And, again, I think North Hagerstown's a team that matches up pretty well, but, again, doesn't have that 6'5" length, really, looks like, on their side. So it'll be tough for them, I think, to contend against some of these guys from Martinsburg. But overall, I think this should be a good matchup, and we should be in for an exciting basketball game here tonight, Colin.
Yeah, both teams' warm-ups have concluded. They get ready for the PA announcer to give out the starting lineups. We'll do so as well as tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors. John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg, or call 304-263-4343. Starting off with the visiting North Hagerstown Hubs, starting point guard, 6-foot senior number 1, Day Whedon. Starting at guard, a 6'2" senior number 4, Will Bonds. Starting at forward, a 6'3" junior number 10, Landon Somerville. Starting at forward as well, a 6'5" senior number 21, Brady Walters. And starting at guard, a 6'2" junior number 24, Braden Griffin. Now for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, starting for the Bulldogs, a guard freshman, number 0, Josiah King, a 6'1" junior guard, number 3, Chase Shipley, a 6'3" junior guard, number 4, Kyrie Bunny, a 6'4" junior forward, number 5, Anthony Owuna, and rounding out the starting 5 for Martinsburg, a 6'5" junior center, number 15, Zion Jaimin Dua. We'll step aside, take only a 1 minute break, back to the studio, then we'll be back for the opening tip between North Hagerstown and Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10, back in 1 minute. The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Field House as the starting 5 has been announced down below as both teams now take the floor. It is North Hagerstown in the black uniforms with red and white stripes on the side. North written on the front in white letters, red outline, white numerals with the red outline on the front and back. For Martinsburg, the home white uniforms, black stripes on the shoulders and the side of the pants as well. The orange trim. Black numerals outlined in orange with the Bulldogs written on the front. The Zion jumping up against Walters. Here's your opening tip brought to you by Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. North Hagerstown gets the opening tip. It's Bonds pushing up the floor, passing it to the right wing for Walters, and Walters gets called with a travel violation. So Martinsburg gets the ball with 8 seconds already off here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, early travel, early turnover here, and already some different looks for Martinsburg.
King, the freshman, drives in off the inbound, and he'll go into the paint, put up a layup, and is fouled. Shot misses, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And that different look being Josiah King being the point guard. We saw a lot of Chase Shipley running the point last year, but King, a freshman, comes in, lefty.
First free throw up and good by King, making it a 1-0 lead for Martinsburg.
And he looks pretty comfortable. And again, you got Shipley then at the 2-guard position, Keyshawn Cheek off the bench. So the guard play for Martinsburg looks to be pretty strong this year.
King makes the second free throw. It's 2-0 Martinsburg leading North Hagerstown. Martinsburg now goes with a full court press on the inbound, and the pass deflected there towards midcourt as Whedon tried to go up and over top of Martinsburg, but it's deflected out of bounds into Martinsburg's bench. It remains Hub's ball.
The key will be, how does Anthony Owuna develop? How does Zion fit into things? Because that's the length, that's the size for Martinsburg, but they're young.
Whedon with it at midcourt on the offensive side for North Hagerstown. Now goes to the volleyball line, bounce passing it into the left corner for Bonds. Bonds goes to the wing, swung around, three-pointer from the right side, no good by Whedon. It's rebounded at the top of the key by Bonds. He'll dribble to the right elbow, shot up no good. Another offensive rebound down below. It's Griffin, and he'll kiss it off the glass and in, making it 2-2 with 7 minutes in the first between North Hagerstown and Martinsburg.
Griffin averaging about 4 points and 4 rebounds a game. You got to keep him off the glass.
Pass down low from Shipley in and out of the hands of Zion, and that'll go out of bounds. It's a turnover for Martinsburg. Somerville to inbound for North Hagerstown. Does so right in front of him to Whedon. Whedon pushing the floor now for the Hubs. Breaks midcourt. Still dribbling is Whedon, guarded closely by King. Whedon trying to find somebody. He gets a pick. Goes to the right side. Off the pick from Walters. Finds a man open in the left corner. Three-pointer is up and good by Bonds. And North Hagerstown takes a 5-2 lead over Martinsburg.
Yeah, good drive and dish. Bonds, one of the top scorers on this team at 14.7 points per game.
Shipley to King. King drives to the left side, kicks it out to the right side. Owuna has it deflected. Martinsburg keeps possession. Shot from the left corner for two. No good by Bunny. Offensive rebound for Martinsburg as they reset at the top of the key. King drives to the left side as a contested layup. It's no good. Ball tipped around into the hands of Bonds. He lost it for a second but was able to gain control and start his dribble for North Hagerstown. Bonds to the right side for Whedon. Down low now for Somerville. He drives the baseline, kicks it out to Walters. Walters, two-point jumper is good. It's now 7-2 North.
They're going to need a good game from Walters.
Bunny tries to go the other way. Whistle blows, stopping the clock at 5:38 in the first quarter, and it's an offensive foul called against Kyrie Bunny, his first, team first of the quarter.
Because like you said, Colin, no Keys tonight. He's their leading scorer. Walters is the fourth leading scorer, so they'll need him to step up with, about 8 points that they're missing between the two, and at 15.7 points per game from Keys being the leading scorer. So, if Walters can get closer to that 15, join your typical, your night of your 15 points per game scorers, then you'll be in a good position for North.
Bonds at the free throw line now as he got the inbound, tried to go coast to coast on the right side, picking up the foul for Martinsburg. Second foul called against Kyrie Bunny as the first free throw up and good by Bonds, making it a 8-2 lead for North Hagerstown.
That's the other thing to note. Martinsburg's young. We talked about it in the pregame show. This is a very experienced North Hagerstown team. So even with Keys out, they're still ready to go.
Second free throw is good. It's now a 9-2 North Hagerstown lead. King, the freshman, breaks midcourt, and immediately a whistle blown as he does so as Whedon gets called with the reach-in foul. That is his first, team first of the quarter. It's a 7-point lead for North Hagerstown with 5:27 left here in the first quarter. Be Owuna to inbound. Inbounds it to Shipley. Shipley near the scores table now, starts his dribble. Almost gets it stolen by Bonds, so he drives in on the left side. His layup around the rim, no good. Tipped out of bounds, and they'll say it was last off Martinsburg. So North Hagerstown will have the ball as Martinsburg now sets up the full court press. Summersville to inbound. Looking long. Does so, and it's intercepted by Owuna. Owuna goes to Zion, and Zion gets called with a travel violation in the paint, so it's a turnover for Martinsburg.
Yeah, a lot of whistles early. Refs are calling it close, so that's causing both teams, I feel like, to not really get into a flow so far, Colin.
They go long again to Bonds. It goes in and out of his hands, and it's deflected out of bounds into the Martinsburg students section by Shipley. It'll be an inbound now for North Hagerstown underneath the basket.
But we got a good crowd for a, holiday break game where students probably aren't showing up as much as they normally do.
Ball inbounded to Strickland. I'll hand it to Walters. Walters, two-pointer from the left side, grazes the net, rebounded by Shipley. He'll push it up the floor now for Martinsburg on the left side. Slips and falls at the elbow, looks behind him, finds Owuna. Owuna kicks it over to the right corner for Bunny. Three-pointer off the side of the rim, no good, rebounded by North Hagerstown.
That was impressive, though, from Shipley, considering he slipped, fell, kept his dribble, so not a travel, and kept the possession alive, even though it didn't result in any points for Martinsburg.
Walker shot from the right block, no good, but that's the same spot that we saw a few players slip in the last game, too. Keep an eye there as King goes to the left side, layup with the Euro step, no good, but he's fouled. 4 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first quarter. It's North Hagerstown 9, Martinsburg 2, as the freshman Josiah King goes to the free throw line again to shoot 2, as he's already 2 for 2 so far.
So Gideon and Cheek are coming in. As King heads to the line, as you mentioned, he made those first 2 free throws.
Misses this one now. So that keeps it 9-2 as Gideon and Cheek check in for Martinsburg. First quarter brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremation, Robert Fields & Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson, proudly serving our area since 1880, as well as CMA's Honda Winchester at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward. Second free throw by King, up off the back of the rim, no good, rebounded by North Hagerstown's Bonds. Bonds has it stolen now by Cheek. Cheek brings it up for Martinsburg, goes into the paint and is deflected. They say it was by Walters, no foul called, but Martinsburg keeps possession now and will set up the offense and slow down the pace.
Well, here we go, Keyshawn Cheek. We'll see how he runs this second team offense. Of course, coming over from Spring Mills.
Gideon drives in. Shot no good. Rebounded, kicked out. Cheek swings it to the right corner for King. Three-pointer off the rim, no good. Tipped around down low, out of bounds, and they'll say it last went off. Ajaimon Dua. And that'll be North Hagerstown ball. Bonds to the opposite end of the floor for Summersville. Summersville breaks midcourt now. Guarded closely by Gideon, passing it to the right wing. Immediate catch and shoot. Bonds three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Zion for Martinsburg. Cheek
good rebound.
down the court now for the Bulldogs. Goes towards midcourt. Top of the key, he'll hand it over to King. King goes behind the back, left elbow, pump fake, drives in, layup no good, but he's again fouled, sending him to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Well, you see the talent of Josiah King, excuse me. He's pretty crafty on his way to the rim, but Martinsburg just hasn't really gotten much of a flow so far, and really not much of a flow for North Hagerstown either. You gotta make free throws as well, but
King misses the first. He's now 2 of 5 from the free throw line here in this first quarter.
Martinsburg, like we said, they want to get out and run. They want to press. They want to cause turnovers. Haven't had too many opportunities to do that.
Second free throw. Bangs off the rim a few times. Finally goes through, making it 9-3. Still no field goals yet for Martinsburg here 5 minutes into the first quarter. Bonds with the ball now. Going down low as a man open from the left block. The shot up and good. And it is basket made by Strickland. So that's 2 points for him. He also got fouled, so that'll send him to the free throw line for a 3-point opportunity.
That was impressive from Reese Strickland. You know, with Zion coming over, crashing down, looking like he's going to get a block, but Strickland still finishes and causes the contact.
Strickland makes the free throw. He has 3 points now. It's a 12-3 North Hagerstown lead with 3 minutes left in the first quarter over Martinsburg. King, Cheek at the right wing. Cheek looking at the left elbow. It's caught by Height. Height kicks it out to Bunny, and Bunny from the left corner makes the 3, making it 12-6.
Well, those are some guys we saw do some good things toward the end of last year. Kyrie Bunny as well as Garrett Height.
Summersville goes in, and taking the charge is Keyshawn Cheek. That's the 5th team foul of the quarter for North Hagerstown. With it being an offensive foul, no double bonus yet.
Cheek being a player we've seen before, obviously at Spring Mills, and for a smaller guard, he takes charges very well. So very smart with the way he plays on both ends.
Cheek with it now. Driving in, pump fakes, finds Height in the left corner, long 2 off the glass, and no good. Rebounded by Strickland. Strickland tries to go coast to coast, now finds a man cutting behind him. Bounce passing it to Griffin, his shot no good. Recovered by Martinsburg.
I'm surprised that Cash Gideon play results in no call at all. There was definitely contact. Whether it was a charge or not, I'm not certain, but
King kicks it out to Bunny right side, or excuse me, Cheek, right side three, no good. Tipped around, and it's last touched by Height. And it'll be North Hagerstown ball with 1:53 left the first quarter. It's 12-6. Hubs leading the Bulldogs.
And then Robinson's going to come in for King. So another guy that we saw some good things from at the end of last year, and Matthew Robinson. Let's see if this unit here can bring some pressure. This is all guards pretty much out there for Martinsburg.
Inbound deflected by Gideon and out of bounds, so it's another inbound for North Hagerstown.
And I think this is good because North Hagerstown, like I said, they don't have a ton of height from the forward position.
Cheek steals the inbound at the right block, puts up a shot, and they're going to call a foul with 1:48 left here in the first. And it's going to be an offensive foul called against Cheek.
Yeah, the charge called there on Keyshawn, so. But that's what you wanted, was the steal.
Somerville going coast to coast, puts up a contested shot. It's no good. Rebounded by North Hagerstown down below. And that results in a foul as Pegas got the rebound, put up the second opportunity, and he'll now go to the free throw line. Robinson gets called with a foul. That is his first. A free throw up and good by Pegas. Makes it 13-6, a 7-point lead for North Hagerstown over Martinsburg. The second free throw misses, rebounded by Martinsburg, as that's the first free throw missed so far by North Hagerstown. Cheek drives in, puts up a shot, no good, gets his own rebound, tries to put that one up, misses, gets another rebound, and now it's stolen by Bonds. Bonds passing it to the left side for Pegas. Pegas goes down low. Pump fake by Walters, off the glass and in from the left block. It's good, making it 15-6 now. Robinson gets to Gideon at the left wing. Gideon tries to drive in, runs into a player, and is called with the offensive foul as Strickland gets the charge for North Hagerstown.
We're not seeing a whole lot of great ball movement on the Martinsburg offensive end. It's a lot of isolation ball right now, and that leads to charges and turnovers, and that's kind of what we've seen from the Bulldogs so far.
Long inbound, caught in the paint, and a travel violation called by Walters as they tried to hit him with the home run.
That's so tough, it's the right call, but it's so tough to catch the basketball over the shoulder like a football pass and then keep your feet well enough to not travel. So it's tough to not travel in that situation.
Awuna to Height. Height shot no good, rebounded by Cheek. Cheek has it rejected from behind by Pegas. It goes out of bounds with 45.5 seconds left in the first. It's Martinsburg ball down 15-6 here against North Hagerstown. Shipley to inbound. Waiting for the ball, he gets it. Gives it to Awuna. Awuna to Height, swinging it around to Cheek. Cheek at the top of the key, looks left, finds Shipley, he drives in, bounce passes it, it's deflected. Cheek gets it, puts up a awkward shot, that's no good. It's rebounded by North Hagerstown, 30 seconds left. Bonds looking down low, it's caught by Somersville, and Somersville gets 2 points, making it 17-6. The Hubs right now dominating here in the first. It's an 11-point lead for North Hagerstown against Martinsburg here at the Fieldhouse. Height with the ball for Martinsburg. Gives it to Shipley. Shipley spin around at the left elbow. Jumps. Steps in into the paint and puts up a shot. It's good with 2 seconds left. Bonds for three from midcourt. That one almost banked in, but it's no good. So at the end of quarter number one, it is North Hagerstown 17, Martinsburg 8. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. We welcome you back to Martinsburg High School here for the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. Quarter number 2, it will be Martinsburg ball as they trail North Hagerstown 17-8.
Yeah, tough first quarter for the Bulldogs. Not a whole lot of great ball movement. We'll see if they can work on that in the second quarter.
She gets the inbound, passing it over to Robinson. Robinson has it stolen by Summersville, and a whistle blows. As they call a foul behind the play with 7:53 left in the second quarter. That foul looks like it was called against Martinsburg.
Yeah, it goes on Robinson. That's his second. So he's out. King back in.
Bonds gets the inbound. Goes behind the back against Cheek, now drives into the top of the key. At the right elbow, he picks up his dribble, looks to the wing on the right side, passes it to Strickland. Strickland goes down low for Summersville, and he gets it deflected, and they say the arm was caught by King, so he'll get called with his first foul. 7:37 left here in the second quarter, and that'll send Summerville to the free throw line.
Well, you just see some of the smart play by this North Hagerstown team and their guards and their ability to draw fouls.
First free throw up and good by Summerville, making it a 10-point lead, 18-8 North Hagerstown.
With Summerville 16 points almost per game, 6.5 rebounds. So very talented.
Makes the second one as well. He has 4 of the 19 for North Hagerstown as they make the lead 19-8. Another slip and fall at that left elbow. Shipley, and it's now stolen by North Hagerstown. Pass to Summerville on the opposite end. Caught from behind. He drives to the left side, puts up a highly contested shot against height. It's no good, tipped out of bounds, and it'll remain North Hagerstown ball. Last off Martinsburg. Hubbs with the inbound here at the G of the Bulldogs on the baseline. Summerville looking for somebody to pass to on the inbound. Does so right in front of him. Gets it back in the right corner. Pump fakes, now tries to drive the baseline. He slips and falls, and now King trying to get a jump ball. Whistles blow, stopping the clock with 7:07. Now it looks like North Hagerstown got a timeout called before the jump ball could be called. We'll take the 30-second break with them. 19-8, North Hagerstown leads Martinsburg. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10, back in 30 seconds.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
We welcome you back here to Martinsburg High School. Martinsburg trails North Hagerstown 19-8, 7:07 left in quarter number 2. North Hagerstown ball after its timeout to avoid the jump ball that had the possession arrow pointing to Martinsburg's side, I believe. Summerville to inbound. And it looks like he didn't get it off in time. They call him with the 5-second violation off the timeout, so maybe that's the spark Martinsburg needs.
I mean, they need something, right? It's just been kind of a flat feel to this game. from the beginning.
Cheek at the right side, tries to go behind the back with a pass. It hits Somersville. He now goes the other way. Stops in the paint, puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Strickland. Strickland kicks it out. Pass now into the air to Bonds at the right wing from Pegas. He'll go over to Walters. He drives the right baseline. His layup no good. Rebounded by Height, but it's stolen by Pegas, and he'll now bank it in for North Hagerstown. He has 3 points, and it's a 21-8 lead for the Hubs. Back the other way goes Martinsburg. It's Shipley dribbling it off his foot. It's out of bounds. Turnover Martinsburg. North Hagerstown ball.
Martinsburg just can't seem to hold on to the ball. They grab the rebound, but then they turn it over and then get down the court and turn it over again. So just kind of a tough start to this game, and the game's starting to slip away at 21-8.
Walters with it, driving in, and some contacts made. It looks like it's going to be a charge called. So Walters picks up his second foul. 6:17 left here in the second quarter. Martinsburg gets the ball. Cheek leading the Martinsburg offense now at the point. Dribbles to the left corner now to the free throw line. Picks up his dribble. Looks to the right wing. Finds Shipley. Shipley goes to the left elbow. Puts up a floater. It's no good. Rebounded by North Hagerstown. Strickland overhead pass to the left wing for Bonds. Bonds drives in. Puts up a shot in the paint. It's no good. Tipped around. Rebounded by Shipley at Martinsburg. Shipley now going up the floor for Martinsburg. Bounce passing it to Owuna. It goes past Owuna. Last touched by North Hagerstown. It'll remain Martinsburg ball with 5:43 left here in the second quarter. Going to be some time before the next inbound here as the ball rolled all the way to the opposite end of the court. So it has to be thrown by Dawson, the team's manager from Martinsburg.
Great hustle. Yeah, it's off Martinsburg. It's going to go North Hagerstown.
North Hagerstown has the inbounds. And a travel violation called as Drama gets it and then immediately kind of just stutter-stepped. Cheek now to inbound from Martinsburg. Gets it to Owuna. Owuna catch and shoot. No good from the left elbow. Rebounded by the Hubs. Bonds. Guarded by Zion at the top of the key. Bonds, left elbow jumper, no good. Might have been deflected, not sure, but it's Martinsburg ball. Shipley now up the floor for the Bulldogs. Left side, Euro step, rejected off the glass by Drama. Bonds back the other way, collides with Cheek, no call. And now just some sloppiness back and forth as the ball, long pass, supposed to be back towards midcourt, just goes by the running Hub and out of bounds into the stands. Martinsburg gets the ball. Now we have a pause here before the inbounds. Looks like a substitute coming in for North Hagerstown. That's Somerville. 5:10 left before halftime. It's 21-8. North Hagerstown in the lead on Martinsburg. Cheek over to the right side for Owuna. Back to Cheek. Cheek right wing three. Around the rim, no good. Rebounded by North Hagerstown. It's now stolen and saved to Owuna. Owuna, spin move, triple teamed, and he's fouled with 4:51 left here in this second quarter. So Owuna goes to the free throw line. Finally, hopefully, enter the scorecard tonight. No points so far for Anthony Owuna.
I mean, there the hustle and the athleticism of Martinsburg kind of bails them out, but just not a whole lot of good shots in this first half for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was a great effort, though, as the first free throw missed by Owuna by the freshman King to deflect the inbound pass and then save it from going out to get it to Owuna for the free throw opportunities. But first one missed, second free throw up and good, so Owuna has 1 point, making it 21-9. Somerville has his pass stolen by Owuna, now 1v1. Reverse layup on the left side by Owuno. That's good. He has 3 points, making it 21-11 with 4:41 left here in the second, and a timeout called again by North Hagerstown. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball. Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Back here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in the second quarter. As the second quarter brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Ack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsinis.com, as well as Craig Blair for State Senate, the Eastern Panhandle's first and only Senate President and Lieutenant Governor, a fiscal and social conservative who's making West Virginia great again by cutting taxes and creating jobs. Let's re-elect Craig Blair in 2024. 21-11, North Hagerstown leads Martinsburg here in quarter number 2. So we resume play with an inbound for North Hagerstown. Somerville goes long with the inbound. It'll bounce into the paint and almost be saved from going out of bounds by Pegas. He jumps into the student section of Martinsburg, but was unable to get the ball into play before he did so it's a turnover. Martinsburg basketball now. Keyshawn Cheek with it. The right side, passing it to middle of the floor area. Goes King. King drives to the left side and banks it in with a floater. He now has 5 points, making it 21-13 with 4:20 left in the second quarter. 8-point lead now for North Hagerstown.
Well, Martinsburg's back in it with a steal from Owuno leading to a basket. They're King with a good take. They have the talent to compete with this team.
Darian Whedon with it, bounce passing it to the left side for Somerville at the wing. He gives it over to Whedon. Whedon at the top of the key. Goes to the corner with a pass. Driving the baseline is Drama, and he's called with a charge as, again, Keyshawn Cheek taking it and going to the floor.
So we've seen the flashes of the potential for Martinsburg, and they're back in the game here at 21-13. Question will be here, Colin, can they show consistency?
It's Drama's first, team third. Cheek with the ball now. Passing to the left for King. King, left wing three, around the rim, no good. Tipped around and into the hands of Strickland for North Hagerstown, who brings it up the floor, passing it to Griffin ahead of him. He kicks it over to the right corner. Whedon for three, it's good. Darian Whedon makes it 24-13 now.
And there's a response from a veteran team in North Hagerstown who really went cold for a while there, but what they needed a good look, they needed a good shot, and they got it, and they got it to go. So that's the experience in North Hagerstown really paying off.
Cheek draws contact on the offensive side as the foul called by North Hagerstown, and it looks like it was Somerville called. I thought it should have been Griffin. Cheek with it, 3:15 left in the second. He passes it to King. King, the right side, picks up the tempo, tries to drive in, and will be fouled on the floor before the shot with 3:11 left here in the second quarter. Waiting to see who the foul was called on. And this time it's called on Whedon, his first. Team fifth of the quarter, so now double bonus time for Martinsburg. King's first free throw is good, making it 24-14. He's at a majority of the free throws so far here in the first half for Martinsburg. However, 4 of 7 from the line, make it 5 for 8 as he drains the second free throw, making it 24-15. 3 minutes left. North Hagerstown in the lead by 9 over Martinsburg here in quarter number 2. Bounce pass to Strickland. Goes in for Radke, and Radke's shot rejected by Martinsburg. Shipley now up the floor. Quick transition. Goes to the left side, kicks it out to Cheek. Top of the key three for Cheek, and it's good. Keyshawn Cheek with his first points tonight, making it a 6-point lead, but quickly back the other way goes Radke, and again it's rejected by Awuna. Awuna looks down the floor for King. King to Shipley, left side layup, no good, and it's tipped out of bounds by Griffin. And North Hagerstown has some life slowly coming to Martinsburg.
I mean, Awuna is super athletic. If they can get him to channel that athleticism into offensive production, you're looking at a great basketball player, really, with what we see on the defensive end from him.
Shipley. Floater is up and good. He now has 4 points, and it's a 4-point game. 2:20 left here in the second quarter. North Hagerstown trying to get out of this cold streak. Goes to Bonds. Bonds has it deflected. Stolen by Martinsburg. King up the floor. Bounce passing it to the right side. And jumping up trying to get Shipley. But Shipley pump faked and the player landed on top of him. Hopefully he's okay. Couldn't see who it is. I think it might be Bonds. So we'll step aside here and take a 30-second break. Hopefully he's okay. 2:09 left in the second quarter. 24-20. North Hagerstown leads Martinsburg. Again, a 30-second break here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ollie's VIP North Side is the best spot to catch all your favorite teams. Join us Monday for Dollar Wings and Monday Night Football. Thursdays on the patio for the Cornhole Tourney. Friday night lights with happy hour specials, or Saturdays during or after the college games for steak night. Get a ribeye or New York steak for just $26.95. Ollie's has great food and drink menus too, along with 17 TVs to watch any game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP North Side. We'll see you for the game.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Bonds up off the floor after the scary incident there when he went up to try to block the shot of Shipley, who pump faked, and Bonds kind of just landed on him, which resulted in him just losing balance in his footing and falling directly onto the hardwood. He limped off under his own power to the North Hagerstown bench, so hopefully he's okay and can stay in the game. But now it's free throw time for Chase Shipley, trying to cut into the 4-point lead of North Hagerstown as the first free throw just misses by Shipley.
Well, Martinsburg's comeback has started on the defensive end, and that's what they want to do. They want to get out in a run and get easy baskets in transition, and that's when they're going to be at their best. So for North Hagerstown, you need to bring some offensive consistency and slow down this pressure. In Martinsburg, you want to just keep it up.
Second free throw is good, so it's 24-21, a one-possession game, and the ball almost stolen by Keyshawn Cheek for Martinsburg on the other side, but they say he stepped out of bounds, so North Hagerstown will have a inbound on the opposite side of the floor, kind of in the line of the bench of Martinsburg. Try to lob it down low, and it's bounced out of bounds by Cheek, so now another inbound here for North Hagerstown underneath the basket with 1:57 left in quarter number 2.
And here's the problem for North Hagerstown moving forward. They're already playing without Keys. Their top scorer, Bonds, is another top scorer. Here's another turnover.
Yep, the inbound stolen by Shipley. Shipley goes in coast to coast. His shot contested, no good, no foul called on the contact. North Hagerstown goes up the floor now quickly. It's Whedon in the left corner now, slowing down the tempo.
So the guys that are used to having the ball in their hands, being forced to make plays, are out of the game. So who's going to step up if you're the Hubs?
Whedon trying to step up with another three. It would have been his second, but it's no good. Rebounded by King. King into the paint, left side layup, too hard off the glass. No good. Rebounded by North Hagerstown. 1:18 left here in the second quarter. Hubs with the ball. It's Darian Whedon waiting for the rest of his team to join him on the offensive half of the floor.
You see Whedon, the smart senior, averages 4 assists per game, point guard. And sometimes tempo can be a bad thing. You have too much tempo. We kind of saw Martinsburg run down and force some shots that weren't there. Whedon smartly, kind of slows the game back down in North Hagerstown's favor, tries to get a good look.
Whedon gets the long inbound pass, now goes on the Martinsburg Bulldog logo. Under a minute left here in the second quarter. Left corner three off the pass from Whedon. It's Strickland, and he makes it from that left corner, and it's a 27-21 lead now for North Hagerstown.
And there's that good shot, and Strickland, he only averages 1.2 points per game, but we already seen him get a nice layup and one earlier, a three there in the corner. So
he leads the way with 6 points for North Hagerstown.
And you're going to need that tonight with now two big injuries.
Zion kicking it out the cheek for three to respond, and it's no good. Rebounded by North Hagerstown. 25 seconds left here in the second quarter. Strickland with the ball, guarded by King. He has to get it to Drama. Drama loses it in the corner, and it's saved by Martinsburg's Owuna. And King trying to go up with the shot. It was no good, and now we have a foul stopping the clock with 12.2 seconds left here in quarter number 2, and that foul against Martinsburg.
Owuna's unbelievable. I mean, he gets the steal, keeps the ball inbounds in that corner, somehow gets it to a teammate to get a shot up. That's very impressive.
Ball inbounded now to Day Whedon. Whedon holding it for North Hagerstown for the last shot. 5 seconds left here. He's towards midcourt, now pushing it to the top of the key, passing it to his brother, and the shot was good but not in time, so it remains 27-21 here at halftime between North Hagerstown and Martinsburg. North Hagerstown with a 6-point lead. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, then be back for our halftime show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Look and feel your best this year. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery Martinsburg offers a variety of procedures to enhance your appearance. Board certified by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, Dr. Jack Gelman specializes in tummy tucks, breast augmentation and lifts, liposuction, body contouring, arm and thigh lifts, Botox, and filler injections. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Financing options are available. Call 304-350-3274.
Welcome back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Halftime brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. It is 27-21. North Hagerstown leads Martinsburg here in the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic game number 2, as the Memorial Classic brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance, Brown Funeral Homes, Pennington Auto, United Bank, Holiday Inn, Palmer Investments, Chick-fil-A, Domino's, Orsini's, the Auto Spa Express, and King's Pizza of Falling Waters. Quickly, Nick, first half thoughts.
Sloppy basketball on both sides, a lot of fast breaks, but I think if you're Martinsburg, you were down 21-8 at one point. You finished the half pretty well. You hold them to only 6 points there in the final few minutes. So they recovered a little bit. They got back into the game. North Hagerstown's got some injuries that they're dealing with. We'll see if that leads to a chance for Martinsburg to continue this comeback effort and end up pulling this one out. But clearly there's talent on both ends, just just a lot of turnovers and no real rhythm to the game so far. But Martinsburg had some momentum toward the end. I think they can build on some of those good things and maybe get their way back into this thing and come back and win it.
Let's now quickly get our first half stats brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Starting with Martinsburg, it is King with 7 points, Shipley with 5, and then 3 points each for Cheek, Bunny, and Owuna. For North Hagerstown, Strickland with 6 points, Bonds with 5 points, Pegas and Whedon with 3 points each. You have Walters and Summersville with 4 points each, and Griffin with 2 points. Step aside and take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have a quick and one halftime scoreboard show with Dylan Bishop. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Ollie's VIP North Side is the best spot to catch all your favorite teams. Join us Monday for Dollar Wings and Monday Night Football, Thursdays on the patio for the Cornhole Tourney, Friday Night Lights with happy hour specials, or Saturdays during or after the college games for Steak Night. Get a ribeye or New York steak for just $26.95. Ollie's has great food and drink menus too, along with 17 TVs to watch any game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP North Side. We'll see you for the game.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg. Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Welcome into the N One Halftime Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10. This is Dylan Bishop here. Give you some scores from around the sports world here at halftime of a 27-21 game in the Skip Fowler Classic. At halftime, North Hagerstown leads Martinsburg. Skip around to college basketball, where we have two Big 12 games going on right now. Oklahoma leading Central Arkansas by 10 points with 12 minutes left to go in the game, and Texas Tech leading Sam Houston 28-17 with 8 minutes left in the first half. In the NBA, handful of games going on right now. Pistons leading the Celtics 60-43, looking to break what is now the longest losing streak in NBA history at 27 games. Pacers and Bulls 24-23. Chicago leads Indiana with 3:46 to go in that one. The Pistons and Celtics game, by the way, a minute 19 away from halftime. Timberwolves lead the Mavericks 32-17 with 3.5 left in the first quarter, and the Pelicans lead the Jazz 29-20 with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Pop-Tart Bowl. Kansas State leads NC State 21-19 with 12.5 minutes left, and just a few minutes into Thursday Night Football, the Browns have already scored a touchdown. 7-0, they lead the Jets. Joe Flacco leads a touchdown drive, a pass to Jerome Ford to start things out for the Browns. Now let's take a 2-minute break and get you back to Colin and Nick at Martinsburg High School with the rest of the Skip Fowler Classic game for tonight. This has been the AM1 Halftime Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a roach propane truck and a man in cold weather gear? He spoke not a word but went straight to his work and filled up the tank, then turned with a jerk. I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight,
"Merry Christmas to all!"
Call Roach Energy at 304-263-3329.
We welcome you back here for half number 2 between Martinsburg and North Hagerstown in game number 2 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic here on day 1 of the Classic. Lindsley got the win over Washington in our earlier game. Big win for Lindsley, as kind of expected by them, and right now it's a 27-21 North Hagerstown lead for them over Martinsburg.
Yeah, but at one point it's 21-8 North Hagerstown. So Martinsburg certainly had a good end to that first half, and I think we'll see if they can take advantage of some things and come back here.
North Hagerstown starts with the ball for quarter number
Bonds
3.
is back, so that's good to see.
Yep, he's kind of limping a little bit, but still out on the floor in those bright green shoes as the pass goes by the intended target and into the hands of Griffin. Now it goes back to Walters, who finds a man cutting into the paint. The shot is good. Back the other way now goes Cheek, and Cheek lays that one up and in. He has 5 points now, and now intercepts the inbound, goes up for another layup, and that one's good. He has 7 points, making it 29-25.
Yeah, that was Somerville with the layup earlier off the cut from Walters, but you just see, getting Bonds back on the floor. That gives you a little bit more offensive firepower and allows this team to get into a good set offensively. But again, when Martinsburg's able to force some steals and get some easy baskets, this team becomes pretty dangerous and pretty tough to keep up with.
Martinsburg with the full court press, the inbound just before the 5-second to Day Whedon. Whedon passes it over to Somerville. Somerville drives into the right side, banks it up and in, and kind of taunts Cheek there a little bit. No tech, though. Saw him trying to flex on Cheek. Cheek casually lets it slide. And now back the other way goes Shipley, asking for the and one, doesn't get it. 31-27, a minute 10 into this third quarter, and back and forth we go. Somerville, long three from the right side, no good. Rebounded by Bonds, he gets tied up with Martinsburg's Shipley. They both get helped up onto the feet. 6:39 left here in the third. Possession arrow gives it to Martinsburg, down by 4. Cheek hands it to Shipley. Shipley gets a pick, falls. Gives it to King. King, right side layup is up and good. He now has 9 points leading the way for Martinsburg, and it's a 2-point game. Bonds on the right side quickly going up. His shot no good. Tipped around and onto the floor, and it was Bonds getting it, but he was still laying down and had part of his body out of bounds. No, they say that a timeout actually was called first. We'll take the 30-second break with them as North Hagerstown calls the timeout. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. 6:17 left here. An action-packed third quarter so far. 31-29. North Hagerstown leading Martinsburg. North Hagerstown ball. They have only 2 timeouts left. They've called 3 of the 5 so far. Martinsburg with all 5 left. Somerville to inbound. Gets it to Bonds. Bonds at the left wing now. Passing it over to midcourt for Whedon. Whedon guarded closely by Owuna. Owuna reaches in and will be called. No, they say Whedon gets called with a 5-second violation. I wasn't sure if Owuna was about to get called with a reach-in, but it's a turnover for North Hagerstown. Martinsburg gets the ball with an opportunity to tie or take the lead.
It did look like for a second there was going to be a reach-in call, but you've seen in the first game a 5-second call that was a lot more controversial than that one.
Shipley to Owuna, long 2 from the right corner, no good, rebounded by Walters. North Hagerstown with the ball, it's Whedon. Whedon has it stolen by Shipley. Shipley gives it over to Bunny. Bunny to Shipley. Shipley to King, and it's rejected off the glass. Whistle blows. Did they call the foul? There might have been a little bit of contact, and it looks like they did call the foul against Somerville. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, good hustle on the Martinsburg side. Get King going to the rim. He missed some big free throws though in that first half, so see if we can knock these ones down.
Yep, he went 5 for 8 in the first half from the charity stripe. Make it 6 for 9 as the shot up and good. He now has 10 points, making it a 31-30 lead for North Hagerstown. Freshman Josiah King spins the ball in his hand. Second free throw up and good. We're tied at 31 all here in the third quarter with 5:39 left on the clock.
I didn't think this was going to be the score at this point in the third quarter based on how that first half started, Colin, but Martinsburg just stayed in the game, found ways to get back into it, and
Somerville drives in and is called with a player control foul, and that's his 4th.
And they've turned a North Hagerstown team that looked pretty in sync, looked to have some balance offensively, into looking very dysfunctional all of a sudden. And now, like you said, the 4th foul on Somerville, one of your top players. We know that Bonds is playing injured at this point, or at least had an injury earlier.
It's King driving in, left side layup, no good, off the backboard, rebounded by Walters. Walters now gets double teamed, and his pass is stolen by King. King bounce passing it to Bunny. Bunny at the left wing now, slowing it down, giving it to Cheek. Cheek calling out the play now, starts his dribble, hands it over to King. King reset the tempo, bounce passing it to the right side for Bunny. Bunny back to King in the right corner now is King. King flashes down low to Owuna, and Owuna from the right block gives Martinsburg the lead at 33-31 with 4.5 left in the third quarter. Whedon to Bonds. Bonds double teamed, finds Walters wide open. He drives in and gets called with a travel as he slammed into Keyshawn Cheek. 4:24 left here in the third quarter. Martinsburg now is a 2-point lead. 33-31. They lead North Hagerstown, and a long pass as nobody on the floor was paying attention. Martinsburg tried to go with a quick inbounds and catch North Hagerstown sleeping. Instead, they caught Owuna sleeping as well.
I'm not even sure if Owuna would have been able to get to that pass. Well, I shouldn't question that, right? Owuna can clearly jump out of the gym and make some plays, but that was an interesting pass there from Cheek, but it nearly led to an easy 2 points for Martinsburg.
North Hagerstown with the ball. It's Day Whedon, 6-foot senior, bringing it up the floor, breaking midcourt, guarded closely by Cheek. Whedon passing it to the left side. It's caught by Griffin. He'll pull up for Jay, and it's good. We're tied back up at 33. Cheek, the bunny, swinging to the left side for Shipley. Shipley trying to find King. Instead holds onto it now, passes it to King. King at the volleyball line, midcourt. Cuts in, loses the ball. It's tipped around. Shipley, top of the key, 3. Back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Owuna. Owuna loses it, regains it, kicks it out to Cheek. Cheek with the ball at the top of the key, spins around, goes to the right side, stutters, and just puts it up off the glass and in after he just stopped dead in his tracks, fooling North Hagerstown.
Well, we've seen more and more of the Keyshawn Cheek we're used to seeing.
Bonds right corner 3, no good, rebounded by Whedon. Kicking it out to Day Whedon, his shot no good, rebounded by Walters. Walters has it stolen, Bunny. Bounce passing to Shipley, right side layup, wide open is good. 37-33. Martinsburg in control now over North Hagerstown with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Another timeout called by North Hagerstown. They only have 1 left. We'll keep it here. Is your third quarter brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com, the new website for Hagerstown Ford, as well as Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg. Your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. North Hagerstown at the end of the first quarter led 17-8. They've gone cold since then, trailing Martinsburg now 37-33, Nick.
Yeah, and then at one point it was 21-8. So, they had a big lead, and then, like you said, just kind of went cold, slowly. It never really felt like, okay, well, what's Martinsburg doing? And it felt like it was, 21-8 for a while, 21-11 for a while. But then Martinsburg had a little bit of a run toward the end of the first half. And that momentum carried over into the second half, where we've seen Martinsburg force those turnovers, get to the rim, finish. And a North Hagerstown team that has, again, Somerville, who's one of their best players, in foul trouble. And here the refs are going quickly. They're, trying to speed the game up at this point. And it's just been interesting to see Martinsburg fight their way back in, because they didn't look like they had any fight, and then all of a sudden they did.
Walter's shot rejected by Owuna, goes back into his hands, and now his pass is stolen by Cheek. Cheek against Bonds, goes up on the right side with the layup. It's no good, but he was fouled as Bonds gets called with that one. That'll send Keyshawn Cheek to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 2:42 left here in quarter number 3.
And I really feel like Owuna has been the one to provide the spark. If you remember, he had that steal that led to a basket after just scoring a basket. He kind of had his own little 4-0 run in that second quarter, and then all of a sudden Martinsburg started to play better. So, he gave him a little bit of a spark. He's been running on both ends of the floor, going to get a good break here, and it's not going to necessarily show up in the final stat sheet for him, but all the deflections, stuff he's been doing has been really impactful.
Cheek goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Missed the first, made the second, making it 38-33. Martinsburg leads North Hagerstown now. Bonds with it at midcourt, passing it across to Whedon, back to Bonds. Bonds dribbling on the right side, crosses over, and a whistle blows, stopping the clock with 2:31 left, as it looks like Shipley's going to get called with the reach-in against Bonds. So that's Shipley's second foul, team third of the quarter. Darian Wheaton to inbound, looking down low to Griffin. The alley-oop is good. It's Griffin now making it 38-35. Now long pass over the outstretched arms of Zion. Turnover Martinsburg as it went into the stands.
Well, your head better be on a swivel when Keyshawn Cheek is bringing it up, because he is always looking for an opportunity to sneak the ball past the defense.
Day Whedon passes to Bonds. Bonds drives in, Euro step, right side layup, no good. Rebounded by Bunny. Bunny to Cheek. Cheek lobs the pass to King. King underneath the basket now, dribbles and brings it around to Cheek at the top of the key, who drives in as a wide open layup, and it's good. Keyshawn Cheek now has 12 points, 9 here in this third quarter, making it 40-35. Bonds trying to respond for North Hagerstown. Drive to left baseline, and it's no good, but a foul is called with 1:51 left here in the third. And that foul, it looks like, will be called a blocking foul against Keyshawn Cheek.
Yeah, he got there a little late that time, but overall, Keyshawn Cheek, again, he's going to probably 9 times out of 10 get into the positioning to draw those charges, and we've really seen him playing more like the player that we're used to seeing here tonight as the game's gone on.
Yeah, he only had the 1 3-pointer in the first half. The free throw by Bonds up and no good. He has 9 points now here in this third quarter. It's 40-35. Martinsburg on top of North Hagerstown now. It's Bonds. It's ready and set for his second free throw. Shots up. That one's good. He has 6 points now for North Hagerstown. It's a 4-point lead, 40-36 Martinsburg. Inbound to Shipley. It's guarded by Bonds. Shipley will jog his way up the floor at midcourt. Now he starts his sprints, and it's stolen from behind by Bonds and recovered by Pegas. Whedon to Bonds. Bonds at the right wing. Passing it back to Whedon. Whedon, midcourt, dribbles to the left side as it deflected by Shipley into the hands of King. Back to Shipley, right side layup. No good, but a foul will be called. And that's called against Pegas.
I'm not sure if this Martinsburg team is going to be a great shooting team this year, but they are consistently good at getting to the rim, and I think that will be their strength. But one thing that might hold them back is their three-point shooting. May not be at the elite level that we're going to see from some of the teams in the EPAC.
Free throw is good by Shipley, making it 41-36. He now has 10 points.
Jackson Steen getting ready to come on here, so haven't seen any of him so far, but he's going to check in.
Second free throw, no good, so Steen can't check in. It's rebounded, though, by Cheek. His shot no good, but it's tipped up and in by Robinson. That's his first 2 points, making it 43-36. Ball now stolen on the opposite side. It's King. Right side layup. No good, but he will be fouled. That foul called against Strickland. So Martinsburg again with some free throws.
Yeah, and they're making their free throws for the most part here tonight, Colin. But they're getting out and running. They're doing a lot of the things that they said they were going to be good at this year. We heard from Coach Rogers how they're able to press at a really high rate. They're able to force turnovers. They're able to get out and run. Didn't see that in the early parts of the first half, but as the game's gone on, they've upped the tempo. They've gotten out in transition. They've played their style of game that plays to their advantage. And if that continues, Martinsburg can probably find a way to win here tonight with defense and transition offense.
King makes both free throws, making it 45-36. Now they steal it on the opposite side and quickly brings it up the floor. It's Cheek. Cheek stops from the left elbow. His shot is good. He leads the way with 14 points now for Martinsburg, who leads 47-36. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Martinsburg up by 11 now over North Hagerstown. Pump fake. Up and in goes Walters, his first points of the half. He now has 6 total, making it 47-38.
Walters has played pretty good, but hasn't gotten a ton of touches here in the second half to be effective. We've seen him make some good passes. Like you said, he's got 8 points.
King dribbles it off his foot with 10 seconds left. Now drives the right side, kicks it out to Steen for 3. Whistle blows first. The shot was good, but a foul on the floor before it, so it's called off. That foul against North Hagerstown, and it's a double bonus now for Martinsburg. 10.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. That foul called against Pegas, his third. Now again, King back to the free throw line, and he sinks it. He has 14 points along with Cheek leading the charge for Martinsburg, who is up by 10, 48-38 here in the third over North Hagerstown. Second free throw up and good. King now has 15 points, mostly from the free throw line. 49-38. Walters with it at the top of the key, trying to go down low. It's stolen, and that's the end of quarter number 3. 49-38. Martinsburg leads North Hagerstown. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break, then be back for the fourth quarter. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA's, moving lives forward.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back here as we enter quarter number 4, 49-38. Martinsburg leads North Hagerstown as Martinsburg dominated quarter number 3, outscoring North Hagerstown 28-11 in that third quarter to take control of this one. Whedon gets the inbound for North Hagerstown. Will bounce pass to the right side for Walters. He looks down low, cutting his Strickland. He gets the pass, kicking it out now to Somerville. Goes to Walters. Walters drives in, spins around in the paint, gets it to Somerville. Somersville gets double teamed and then stolen by Steen. Steen to Cheek. Cheek brings it up the floor for Martinsburg. Goes to the left side, puts up a layup, and it's good. Keyshawn Cheek has 16 points now. 51-38, Martinsburg leads. Bonds with it for North Hagerstown. Drives in, his shot is good, and the foul. Bonds now has 8 points, tied with Somerville for most points for North Hagerstown. And he'll have a 3-point opportunity with the and one.
Well, just a few moments ago, Colin, we see that Keyshawn Cheek's still one of the best players going coast to coast, in the area. If he's going and nobody stops ball, it's going to be an easy 2 points. For the Bulldogs this year, so.
Free throw up and no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg, keeping it 51-40. Now Bonds almost steals it from King. King recovers, drives in, left side layup, no good off the front of the rim, and now it's waved off and an over-the-back foul called against Martinsburg. 7:10 left here in the fourth quarter.
I thought maybe it was offensive interference on the shot. It could be. Could be wrong, though. Might have been a foul on Awuna.
No, I think he just returned back in, was what I heard. So
okay. Well, then
I think you were
might
correct.
have been Zion going up for that one.
Bonds gets hacked by Steen. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. As he tried to go up for the right-handed layup, but just got chopped. by Steen. So that's Steen's first foul. Team first of the fourth quarter for Martinsburg.
Well, 13-point game. North Hagerstown hasn't gotten to the line as much as Martinsburg has.
Bond's first free throw is good. He has 9 points, making it 53-41, so maybe they called a goaltending?
No, it was 53-40, and he just made the free throw.
I thought it was 51-40.
No, they might have called a goaltending.
So now some yeah.
I thought they called offensive
The officials come over. That's what I thought, so I think the scorer thought they called goaltending. So it should be 51-41 if it was offensive interference. So we wait for everything to be fixed down below for the free throw.
Yep, there we go.
And yet, there it is. So you had one person thinking that it was a goaltending, but it, as you said, Nick, was offensive interference. So the 2 points that were accidentally added onto the scoreboard here at the field house been taken off, making it 51-41.
And I could see how you could think that because the ball was on the rim and both players kind of went up for it, but I believe they're saying Martinsburg made contact with it on the rim.
Bonds makes the second free throw, making it 51-42. Back the other way quickly goes Martinsburg. Pump fake in the left corner, no good. Shot by Robinson, rebounded by North Hagerstown.
If North Hagerstown can get into their rhythm.
Somerville for three, airballed, rebounded by King. King tried to pass it to Cheek. It was almost stolen, but Cheek now a long pass to Robinson down low, and it's intercepted by Bonds, and he'll fall out of bounds as that pass intended for Owuna. It'll be Martinsburg ball to inbound at its baseline.
Bonds again kind of with an awkward landing. Luckily, he was all right on that one. But, I mean, Martinsburg's done just a great job of getting this North Hagerstown team out of its rhythm offensively.
The inbound to Owuna, his jumper no good, rebounded by North Hagerstown. Walters bounce passing it down low to Somerville. And we'll have a foul called with 6:24 left here in the fourth. That foul called against Steen, his second, team's second here of this quarter.
Because there hasn't been a lot of great half-court offense from Martinsburg. It's been mainly the transition offense. Problem is North Hagerstown's kind of turning it over a little bit, hasn't really gotten a chance to get into its half-court offense either.
Whedon to Bonds. Bonds drives in. Right side layup, no good. Tipped into the air and recovered by the freshman Josiah King from Martinsburg. He'll slow things down, get it to Cheek. Cheek to Shipley, swinging it to Bunny. Bunny, the left wing, passes into the corner for Shipley, who goes to Cheek at the wing on the left side. He'll try to bounce pass into the paint for Owuna. Owuna gets it now, tries to post up, and will be tied up with Bonds. Stops the clock with 5:48 left in the fourth.
And there's no reason here in this final
change here. They actually called the reach in against Bonds, so that's his third foul.
There's no reason for Martinsburg to rush anything here offensively with a 9-point lead and no shot clock in the state.
Shipley, the Cheek, over to the left. King to Owuna. Owuna hands it to Bunny. Bunny to Shipley for three from the left wing. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Walters for North Hagerstown.
I mean, part of the reason why I believe you're seeing the big offensive numbers that we talked about for North Hagerstown.
Pass now stolen by Owuna.
In the pregame is that there is a shot clock in the state of Maryland. So they're used to playing with the shot clock.
King, contested shot in the paint, was deflected by Strickland, but it looks like they're going to call Strickland with the foul as well as he made some contact with the body. 5:10 left here in the fourth. And again, back to the free throw line is Josiah King. What a night for him so far from the free throw line. So far here in the second half, he is 6 for 6. And announcers jinx make it 6 for 7.
You were due for one, Colin, but maybe he was just due for a miss as well. We'll never know.
51-42, Martinsburg leading North Hagerstown. Second free throw up and good. 16 points now on the night for the freshman Josiah King. Making it 52-42. Somerville. I thought he traveled, but he got the pass off in time over to the left to Strickland. And we have a foul called with 5:01 left here in the fourth. It's the fourth team foul called against Martinsburg. That's the second foul for Owuna. One more foul. The Hubs will have double bonus the rest of the way. Pass down low to Walters. Walters trying to kick it out to Bonds, but Bonds was running to the top of the key. And now some confusion. They say it got deflected off Martinsburg, so North Hagerstown will have the ball. As one ref was saying that call, the other was saying a different one, and was overruled.
Like Whedon got away with a shove to get open.
Drives to right side, and now whistle stops the clock with 4:47. It looks like we have another foul called against Martinsburg. That'll send Whedon to the free throw line. So that's Keyshawn Cheek called with a foul. That's his third.
Yep, so double bonus.
Martinsburg will call a full timeout. Their first one of the game. We'll take it with them. 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Mayhem is everywhere. I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. It's your fourth quarter brought to you by Ollie's VIP Northside, the best local spot to catch sports or hang out with friends. Stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP will see you for the game, as well as the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, they have you covered. 4:47 left in quarter number 4. It's Martinsburg 52, North Hagerstown 42. You're in Game 2 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. Tomorrow we'll have coverage of Day 2 here at the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. First game will be Washington taking on North Hagerstown. Game 2 will be Lindsley against Martinsburg. Game 1, 6 p.m. start, 5:30 pregame coverage. Game 2 to follow.
There is a JV game before that, so could mess with our time slightly. 4:30 Martinsburg and Washington JV going at it, but should still be around 6.
Yep. Whedon's first free throw is up and no good, keeping it 52-42. His second free throw, though, he drains perfectly, making it 52-43. Cheek tries to go coast to coast, kicking it out, has King. King now finds Bunny on the right side. He'll give it to Shipley at midcourt. Shipley drives in, passes to Owuna, who goes to King. King to Cheek at the left side. Over to Bunny. Bunny midcourt for King. Dribbles to the left side at the volleyball line. Now drives into the paint. Bounce pass, kicking it over to Owuna, and he'll go to Shipley. Shipley drives in, and a reach-in foul called against North Hagerstown as the clock stops with 4:11 left here in the fourth. Waiting to see who that foul was on, and it looks like it's on Bonds, so that's his fourth. So now him and Somerville with 4 fouls. Pegas with 3, so that's your foul trouble right now for North Hagerstown. Cheek down low to Bunny. Bunny against Somerville. Contested shot around the rim, stops and then falls in. 54-43, Martinsburg leads. Dribble, deflected, Martinsburg steals it. Bunny brings it up the floor now for the Bulldogs. Passing to Shipley. Goes to Cheek. Cheek. King to Owuna. Owuna finds King driving in, and his shot no good. Rebounded by Somerville. It's Bonds now after their long pass. Going down low, and it's into Strickland, and he'll lay it up and in, making it 54-45. Quickly back the other way goes Martinsburg, and King will slow it down, now turning around, driving the right side Euro step, and it's stolen, but given back. Somerville just ripped it out of the hands, and now a travel violation. And
no, timeout.
Just a timeout called by Martinsburg before the travel. All right, that's Martinsburg's second timeout. 3:15 left here in the fourth. Well,
it's a good timeout by Coach Rogers because you said it, Colin. King slows it down, but then he didn't slow it down.
Right,
I think
things were getting sloppy again like we saw in the first half, it felt like.
Again, you're up 9, 54-45, 3:15. This is when teams like Hedgesville, they go into that slow down offense that everybody criticizes as not real basketball or whatever. First of all, it's within the rules. There's no shot clock. And two, it's smart basketball to get a good shot when you're up by 9 with 3 minutes left and no shot clock. So, you hold the ball. You don't have to not shoot. It's not about not shooting. It's about getting a good shot because there's no reason to force the issue up 9. So this is what Martinsburg needs to do now. Take a page out of Hedgesville's book and slow it down and find a good shot.
Cheek. It's double teamed, and it looks like, again, Martinsburg's going to have to get bailed out with another timeout. Let's take the 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Back in 30.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Back here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, 54-45. Martinsburg leads North Hagerstown with 3:08 left in regulation. Martinsburg 2 timeouts left. North Hagerstown with 1. Shipley with the ball. Passing to the right side for Cheek. Cheek looking down low, finds Owuna. Owuna lays it up and in. He has 7 points, and it's a 56-45 Martinsburg lead.
Well, that's just Keyshawn Cheek being the best point guard in the EPAC, which at times he can be as he finds a wide-open Owuna.
Strickland responds with a lay-in on the right side, and now a long pass to Owuna. Owuna, right side layup. He says thank you very much. 58-47 now as back and forth we go.
Well, let me tell you, Colin, that combo could be really deadly. Owuna's athleticism, ability to run the floor, matched with the Keyshawn Cheek ability to find open guys running the floor and get out and run himself. That could be really special for Martinsburg if they can kind of rely on that as you have this foul here.
Yep, Walters drove into the paint, went up for the layup. It was good, and he was fouled, so he now has a free throw for the and one. It is 58-49, Martinsburg on top of North Hagerstown. 2:25 left in the fourth. Walters already has 8 points tonight. None from the free throw line so far, and none still as he misses. Rebounded by Martinsburg. A long pass across the court to Shipley. They find Owuna, back to Shipley. Shipley now will just dribble it to midcourt, float a pass down into the right corner for Owuna, gives it back to Shipley. Shipley, the left side now, near midcourt. The Cheek, who floats it to the corner for King. King bounce passing it back to Cheek. Cheek calling Bunny to the top of the key. He comes, gets the pass, fakes the bounce to Cheek. We'll give it to midcourt now for Shipley. Shipley guarded by Whedon. And now reach-in foul will be called against Whedon, stopping the clock with 1:50 left here in the fourth. That is Whedon's third foul.
North Hagerstown's going to have to play the foul game here, down by 9 with 1:50. It's not ideal situation, but if you can't get a turnover off the inbound, you pretty much have to foul.
Shipley gets it now. Gives it to Cheek. To Bunny. Bunny in the paint. Finds Owuna. Owuna, left side jumper off the side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Bunny. Bunny to King, and King gives it to Cheek, who's going to play keep away. Finding King now with 1.5 minutes left. They give it to Shipley. Shipley's triple team. They go to King. King down low to Owuna. Trying to get it to his teammate Bunny, who is wide open at the left block. And it's deflected out of bounds with 1:23 left. North Hagerstown has 4 fouls this quarter, so 1 more would get them to the double bonus for Martinsburg.
Yeah, I mean, they're down 9, so I understand maybe not trying to foul too much because Martinsburg has shot the ball well from the line. If you're Martinsburg, there's no reason for a shot to go up unless it's a layup. It has to be like a wide-open layup.
Shipley will finally get fouled with 1:03 left. It's that foul against Strickland.
Yeah, I mean, down 9 with 1:50, even if you play the foul game, you know, you're extending it quite a bit at that point. So you do wait till about a minute. That makes some sense. See if you can get a turnover or get a bad shot. They ended up getting a shot, actually, from Martinsburg, but they couldn't get the rebound. So
Shipley, first free throw, no good. Second free throw is good. He now has 11 points tonight, making it 59-49. Bonds gets the inbound for North Hagerstown. Goes to Somerville, goes right back to Bond. Bonds drives in, finds a man in the right corner at Strickland. He drives the baseline, shot up, no good. Tipped out of bounds with 51.8 seconds left. Last off Martinsburg's Owuna, so it's North Hagerstown ball.
And now if you're Martinsburg defensively, what you're saying is, okay, no fouls and no threes. If they get to the basket, let them go.
Bonds, a Whedon, long three, airballed, saved from going out of bounds by Owuna, but it's North Hagerstown. Somerville getting it. His shot for 3, no good, rebounded by Bunny.
And now it's pretty much over.
Cheek to King. King, wide open, cherry picking on the opposite side, has 18 points now. Clock stops with 28.7 seconds. Is hobbling off the floor is Chase Shipley holding that left leg.
I think what happened was him and Bonds, I think, banged knees. Because Bonds is a little bit hobbled as well.
He remained in the game, though.
So hopefully that's all it was. And nothing too serious there for Chase Shipley, who's one of their best players.
Bonds for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Martinsburg. 20 seconds left. It's 61-49. Martinsburg leads North Hagerstown. And it looks like both teams will just allow the clock to wind down here on Game 2, the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. And it's the home team, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, getting the comeback victory after they trailed 27-21 at halftime. They win by a final score of 61-49. So Martinsburg and Lindsley, even though they were already scheduled to meet tomorrow, you could call it the championship game here, or the Classic, of both teams getting the win today, respectively. Final score again, 61-49. Martinsburg defeats North Hagerstown. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, then be back for our Palace Lounge post-game show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Ollie's VIP North Side is the best spot to catch all your favorite teams. Join us Monday for Dollar Wings and Monday Night Football, Thursdays on the patio for the Cornhole Tourney, Friday Night Lights with happy hour specials, or Saturdays during or after the college games for Steak Night. Get a ribeye or New York steak for just $26.95. Ollie's has great food and drink menus too, along with 17 TVs to watch any game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP North Side. We'll see you for the game.
Toyotathon is on at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg, and there's never been a better time to get inside a new Toyota. Right now, get up to $3,000 off MSRP on select new Camry models, or get up to $1,500 off MSRP on select new Corolla models. Or check out a new RAV4 and get up to $2,300 off MSRP on select models. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Have you been smoking? I can smell it. Hickory.
I'm gonna watch you smoke the whole pack. Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Welcome back here. Martinsburg getting the win over North Hagerstown, 61-49. The final score as we welcome you into the post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu, daily specials, and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me is Nick Verzolini. John Alderton's our cameraman. Back in the studio is Dylan Bishop. Martinsburg started off very, very slow, very sloppy. At 1 point down, 21-8. However, second half just explodes, comes back, gets the win over North Hagerstown, 61-49. What are your thoughts, Nick?
Started in that second quarter where they went on a run, got this lead down. We're close at halftime, and then second half, third quarter was really solid for Martinsburg, and fourth quarter they just did enough to finish it off. So I think my thoughts are that when Martinsburg's, causing turnovers, getting out running, kind of playing AAU pickup style basketball, they can really play. But some of their problems have been in the front court and the half court and how you run your half court sets. So that's some things that they can work on. But you see the athleticism, you see the talent in little moments here and there from this team and the individual talent. But how they kind of come together as a team and figure those things out, I think will be really key to their success moving forward. But ultimately, you look up at the final score, 61-49. You beat a solid North Hagerstown team that had a lot of wins coming in at 5-1, had some good offensive players, and you slowed them down. So I think you can be pretty happy with some things if you're Coach Rogers and his staff, but still need to work on quite a bit if you're going to compete in the EPAC, I think, this year. But they still have enough talent, enough athleticism to be a team to look out for. But I'm still going to have to take a few games before I'm ready to buy all in on this year's Martinsburg team being back, like maybe we've heard from some people. I don't know if they're quite back to elite level, but I think they can get there. It's just going to take a lot of work, and I think they're closer than they have been in the past couple of years, but still a little bit away. And this is still a young team, and they're going to get better throughout the season, and you see a lot of talent is there with this program, but not quite back. Martinsburg's not quite back, but they're getting there. I think they'll continue to get better.
Let's now get into our game stats brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer on Route 11 south of Inwood, taking care of you like nobody's business. And we should probably change that because they're closed.
Now they're closed officially?
Yeah, they're closed. Last day, I believe, was Christmas Eve, unless they changed it because they still had a few things. But last I heard,
they took care of you like nobody's business.
Yeah, they took care of you like nobody's business. So congratulations to them on retirement.
Yes, but we'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Give us the stats, Colin.
Yep, game stats. We'll start off with North Hagerstown. Leading the way, scoring for them was Will Bonds as well as Reese Strickland, both scoring 10 points each tonight. You had Landon Somerville with 8 points, along with Brady Walters with 8 points as well. Braden Griffin had 6 points. It was Khalil Pegas as well as Darian Whedon with 3 points each, and finishing it off was Day Whedon with 1 point. 10 of 15 from the free throw line went North Hagerstown, and hold that for later when you hear for Martinsburg from the free throw line, as for them, leading the way in scoring was the freshman Josiah King with 18 points. Keyshawn Cheek, 16 points for him tonight. Chase Shipley, 11 points. Anthony Owuna, 9 points for him. Kyrie Bunny had 5 points. And then finishing off, Matthew Robinson, 2 points. From the free throw line, Martinsburg, 17 of 26.
Yeah, that's 65%. So for a high school team, that's pretty close to where you want to be. Usually 70 is a coach's goal, so 65 is pretty good. College, NBA level, you probably want to get closer to 75. But 65 for a high school team is pretty good. And again, that really helped them on their way to victory. It was free throws, getting to the line, getting the other team in foul trouble. Those were all some things that contributed to this win tonight. So good performance from the line overall from Martinsburg.
Let's now get into the awards for this evening's contest, and we'll start off with the rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page.
It's going to go to Omar Drama, his block on Chase Shipley in the second quarter. There was a lot of good blocks tonight on both sides, but that one the game was kind of dragging a little bit, and Drama got up, had a great block, and I think it brought a lot of energy to the game, so that'd be my pick.
How about our moment of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
It's going to go to Anthony Owuna, his 4-0 run in the second quarter where he did all by himself. Got a layup, then got a steal, and then got another layup, caused the North Hagerstown timeout as a part of a point in the game where Martinsburg started to flip the momentum, and I felt that was the spark they needed. And I thought Owuna overall played really well, but I thought that moment kind of helped them get back into the game and build some momentum.
All right, and last but not least, our player of the game, brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg.
It's Keyshawn Cheek. He wasn't the leading scorer, but I felt like he had the biggest impact on the game, especially his second half. Finishes with 16 points. When he is at his A game, making plays for his teammates, making plays on the defensive end, getting to the basket, he's very tough to stop, and he's one of the best players in the area. And we saw that mainly in the second half here tonight, but overall for the game, Keyshawn Cheek's going to be my player of the game.
All right, there you go, as Martinsburg gets the win over North Hagerstown, 61-49, the final score, as they are 1-0 here in the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic, 3-0 now on the season overall. They'll take on the 5-0 Lindsley Cadets tomorrow in Game 2 of Day 2 of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. That one will come 20 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1, which is North Hagerstown and Washington. That one slated for 6 p.m., so we'll go on around 5:30, depending on how the JV game between Martinsburg and Washington takes place tomorrow, as that starts at 4:30. But for Dylan Bishop, who you will hear from in a little bit, as well as John Alderton, as well as Nick Verzolini, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off here. Again, final score, Martinsburg 61, North Hagerstown 49. This has been West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Mail is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome into the N1 Postgame Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop here to give you some scores from around the sports world after Martinsburg takes down North Hagerstown in the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic 61-49 in the first day of 2 days of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. We'll have two games tomorrow, once again at 6 and 7:30. Martinsburg and Washington will switch opponents. It'll be Martinsburg versus Lindsley, who got themselves a huge win over Washington earlier today in the first game of the doubleheader. And Washington will take on North Hagerstown. Let's get into some scores from around the sports world. College basketball, Big 12 had two men's games going on today. Final score from Norman was 88-72. Number 12, Oklahoma, takes down Central Arkansas. And with 14:49 left in the second half, Texas Tech leads Sam Houston 60-38. In the NBA, the Detroit Pistons, on a 27-game losing streak, an all-time NBA record, were up by 19 points at halftime against the Jaylen Brown-less Boston Celtics. Now with 6:55 left to go in the game, the Celtics are down by just 1 point, 94-93. And with just 6:55 left to go in that one. Pacers lead the Bulls in Chicago 72-53 with 9:16 left in the third quarter. At halftime in Minnesota, it's 61-56 Timberwolves over Mavericks. 7:24 left to go in the third quarter between the Jazz and the Pelicans. They're tied at 65 with a made free throw from the Jazz, making it 66-65 as I say that. And 4:13 left in the first quarter in Denver. The Grizzlies currently leading the Nuggets 20-19. Three games that have yet to start in the NBA. Heat and Warriors on NBA TV from San Francisco in the Chase Center. 10 o'clock, Spurs and Trailblazers in Portland. And at 10:30, Hornets are in LA to face the Lakers. College football, the bowl games that have gone on today. Boston College wins the Fenway Bowl 23-14 over SMU. Rutgers wins the Pinstripe Bowl 31-24 over Miami. Kansas State wins the Pop-Tarts Bowl 28-19 over NC State. And we're just about 3.5 minutes into the Valero Alamo Bowl over on ESPN between Arizona and Oklahoma. No score yet there. Thursday Night Football, there's only 3:20 left to go before halftime, and the Browns lead the Jets 27-7. 224 yards and 2 passing touchdowns already for Joe Flacco. 128 yards on 5 receptions for tight end for the Browns, David Njoku. And again, that was a 61-49 win for Martinsburg over North Hagerstown in day one of the Skip Fowler Memorial Classic. I'm Dylan Bishop. This has been the N1 Postgame Scoreboard Show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. I'm wishing you now a great rest of your Thursday evening.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, Ollie's, The Palace Lounge, Bechtel Jewelers, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, and the Mountaineer Grill and Pub.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.